What's going on, everybody? It's your man Bishop Bang, and it's with another episode of It's Whatever with the Bishop. Magic Moments with the Mosleys present. I got my co-host, Funny Man Jeff, in the building.
Yep.
And we got a special guest today.
Very special guest.
Miss Brianna Smith is in the building today.
How you doing?
Yeah, she's running for city council. So, Miss Brianna, I'm gonna let you tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm running for city council. I'm actually 29 years old. I work for Dauphin County Children and Youth, and I'm also an alumni Harrisburg Cougar cheerleader.
Right.
I'm also a coach for freshmen up at John Harris as well.
All right.
So that's just a little bit about me. I am a mother.
All right, well, yeah, I said only about the baby.
Yes, I'm a mother of a little girl, a 3-year-old actually.
3-year-old.
Yes.
Energy.
Yes, lots. Lots of energy.
Yeah.
But she gives me life.
Good.
Right.
That's good. Keep you active on your toes.
Yeah.
How were you as a kid though? Were you good? Were
Yeah.
you spoiled? How were you?
I was spoiled.
Yeah.
I was. My mom said, I'm nothing like her. She's more intelligent.
Oh, so you ain't getting it back?
I am.
Oh, you are?
She's me and her all over again.
Okay.
So, she's
a
a little different.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. So, well, before we get into so you said you were a Cougar coach.
Yes.
How was that?
Yeah, it's actually
Be honest.
great. It is. It's really good. Our girls is nothing like us. And what I mean by that is our girls now is misguidance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the lack of respect is not there.
Okay.
You know, things like that. They don't have a passion they see skirts in boys. They don't see the actual step, the workout, and the sisterhood, that we have. So they're missing the concept of being a Cougar cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
So they, now it has something to do with, basically like the everybody's selling sex. So it's just like, their mindset is like they're taking this and turning it, remixing it to something else. And it's supposed to be a sisterhood.
So like, while you're also coaching, you also basically serve as a mentor, second mom.
Absolutely, 24/7. I mean, with the moms, the girls, you gotta understand their moms is not there. A lot of moms really don't understand the basics of cheerleading. Like we're mean, and Miss Miller,
She's still around?
Oh, absolutely.
Shout out Miss Miller.
Yes,
yo.
absolutely. Yes, and Coach Nicole and Coach Tracy.
Okay.
And Keena and Coach Bree.
Okay, so people you know, people you
Yeah,
cheer with.
Cheer with.
We now know who haven't
Yep.
been to no games.
Yes.
Oh, listen, man.
We know who haven't been to no games. You don't know
Listen,
who's on
I
the
support
sideline.
you in spirit.
Listen, that's fine.
Damn!
That's okay.
That's what's up.
No, I gotta get out there, yo. But all right. So listen. So like, does it also play a role with like you said everybody's selling sex, but like today's society, like I don't know, man. I just feel like when we grew up, there was a lot more morals there, more respect levels there. Like a lot of us were still raised in church. Like a lot of us still said yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Like it's a lot. See, and I haven't done any speaking engagements in a minute. I haven't been back to the school in a minute, but like. Is it really rough as they say it is? Like up at the high, and I don't like talking about our kids like that because you know what I mean. We do gotta continue to give back. We gotta continue to show love, continue to guide and lead. But is it really like what some folks say it is? Like
it's rough.
It is rough.
I was just up at John Harris yesterday, and just to hear the kids' mouth in the hallway. See, we have respect for adults. Like we was afraid who knew who.
Yeah.
Like everybody knew somebody's mom, and if like the coaches, they was able to pop us and then tell our mom that these young moms is like everybody is out to get their kids. It's never what happened. Let me think about it. It's always we're attacking their kids, and it's like we're nitpicking, and we're like your kids might not be who they are in front of you. So when they come here, it's a different ball game because they show off in front of their friends, and the boys don't make it work. So. At this point, it's really out of hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was telling somebody, I said it's like a mixture because you have people like that's my age, and our kids is mixed in with kids that had kids that are a little younger and they're mixed in there. So like you have
and their parents are still growing up.
Yeah, so you have some moms that's 25 and their kids is up in that school because they had them at 15.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like you see the difference.
So the babies raising babies, and then like us adults.
So, you gotta know, like she said, you had the moms come up there and they be, oh, what you messing with my daughter? Knowing, but when you hear the mom, you be like, yeah.
I've seen that.
But see, some moms are in denial because they know when they go home, the kids is how the way they are up there. So it's like you're coming up here seeing what, you know, and because we see them in action. Like I always see a lot of them at Walmart, the mall, and things. And then they talk about it on Facebook, and you know everything is just on the internet. So they, you know, they're going live with their kids, just you know cussing, and you know some moms, you know, smoke with their kids. You know, so it's just like now coming up, it's like. He was a little different, you know. Like I feared Miss Miller, like and Coach Tracy and Coach Nicole. Like I knew we had respect. I'm not cussing now. We cussed. I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
Oh, of course, we kept that amongst. Or so
you
get around them. That's a.
It's a wrap, you know. But nowadays, even the males just don't have respect. They call the women bees, and they're like your mom, and it's just like you know, it's the mouths are. It's like. We cuss, but I don't think we did all that. Like, they just go to the extreme.
No, we did that. Ain't no adult around, like, you know.
Yeah,
I feel you. What else? So, listen. So, these sports programs have been doing really good over the last few years. Football, basketball, even wrestling is killing it. So, how long you coach freshmen?
I've been coaching freshmen. This was 2019. I actually been up there since 2016. So
you've been seeing like how varsity's been doing the darn thing on football and basketball. So you watch these guys like come up from freshmen and work their way up. Like, and you remember when we was coming up, like it was hit or miss seasons. One season might be good. One season we might have been. I'm trying not to cuss because of what you're doing. I want people who vote for you, like you know what I mean. But sometimes he was booty. You know what I mean. So seeing it now, how does it feel like to see these winning programs? You know what I mean. Now that you're coaching.
I'm proud of the boys, you know, because as you can see, like the team is getting littler and littler. It's not packed anymore. So the little team that we got, these boys are like passionate, you know. And also too, my stepson is number 5.
Okay.
Cheesy, Jameer Plant. So you know, I see the little boys that he have grew up with, and they're killing it. They're taking over, and that's the part that makes me like. We bringing it back to old times, you know, because not only they actually love the sport, you know. So I'm definitely proud of them. I am. That's why I'm still up there because I mean, we got high hopes, you know.
What made you want to do it?
My uncle Sean passed, and he loved football. You know, he came up with the organization of the Royals. And then he turned into the Broncos.
Sean Broden?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
God bless it.
he always was about sports. And, you know, I always loved cheerleading. Now, I'm not going to say I never was a runner. I always made all my cheerleaders run because I was the last one. But, you know, and I always said when I got older, you know, when I come up from college, I would definitely, you know, get back. And then that opportunity, I just was in a bad space. I was a new mom, was going through a little something, and nobody understood, and I needed to find something, and the job wasn't it. I wanted something that I could do, like that I was good at, you know, and that was it. And when Coach Nicole said, you know, won't you come up there and just help Coach Tracy, just, you know, come on there as a volunteer. I just needed something. And they opened up their arms to me, and I've been there ever since.
That's beautiful. Yeah,
but I also used to be a coach for the Broncos.
Okay.
I was a head coach, me and LaBelle. So I started out Little League first. And then it got a little bit, you know, with the moms, you know, just was a little, and I was a fresh mom. It was time for me to, you know, take a step back. So then you know, it was time for me to come back.
Yeah, because you want the Vaseline to come out.
Non-violent.
Hold up, sis. We going to the parking lot.
Yo, that's the thing about Little League. It get like, I didn't know, because I only played 1 year for the Packers as a youngin', but I've been on Netflix. I've been watching a lot of the football joints like the Coach Snoop and the Friday Night Lights or Tykes or whatever. Like, yo, these parents, they can go nuts sometimes over this stuff. And these are little babies, like.
Yeah, they want their son. They want the limelight for their kid. Like. Yeah,
and I respect it because if I had a son, well, I mean, I have stepkids, but
right.
I was with Jameer, like when he started, I was out there, you know, me and his mom. So I respect that. If I had a son of my own, I'm out there.
I mean, yeah, I'll be out there, but if your son can't play, then you can't be out there talking about putting him in because he ain't good. Like, parents be wanting their kids out there and your son is not good. Like, I mean, he okay, but his kids that's better. Like,
think everybody deserves a shot.
Yeah,
but some coaches be like, no, not right now.
Well, shun it. Yeah.
Man, listen, I think it's better earning your place. Like, and I say this to say because I don't make my kids play football. Everybody puts their kids in football, puts their kids in basketball, and you miss what your child is good at.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you want your child, like, if you see that your child, football is not for your child, or certain sports is not for your child,
let's find something else.
Yeah, like, there's other stuff that your kid can excel in. Like, you can put him in something if he like to build something. He might want to play chess. He might want to play boxing, soccer.
Instrument.
Everybody run the basketball and football, and some of their kids, your son might be tall, but he's uncoordinated.
Yeah.
And he needs to
Yo, you know what's a blessing, though, that we have now that we didn't have growing up? You got people like Brian Majors, and you got the Spooky Nook. Like, there's actually trainers out here right now where, like, if your kid is booty, like, listen, you got to spend a couple hours, but
see,
you can show them with a trainer.
That's different.
But your kid better be interested because that's an investment.
Right, because some people, they get up there and be talking, I put my son in. What are you doing in the off season to make your son better?
Nothing.
With his 2 left feet, where you know he should not be in the game.
Nothing.
And they be up there. Man, I used to see them. They used to be, I was coaching in out Paxton, Pioneers. And I hear the parents, oh, my son ain't get in. Your son wants to play in the dirt.
Why? I see on the Netflix shows. I see that too.
In the dirt.
Young in the sandbox.
For me to put him in, he's not even watching the game.
He gonna get hurt. That's another thing I realized. You can get hurt.
Yeah, like
especially
you over there
football.
playing in the sand, little dirt miser. Get up.
See, my daughter has to cheer.
Right, legacy. Like
she has to.
She has to. I mean, she could find something else that she likes to do.
But see, for her, when that's 5, 6 years. What is that? 5?
Yep, 5.
I think. Yeah, I mean, she should be good. But if you see that she can't jump and she's just out there,
we gonna work hard. We gonna.
All right,
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we gonna work hard. I want her to be better than me. So I was never like a flip.
Because for a while, he just, you gotta do something. I'll be texting him to sign up for T-ball, well, not T-ball, but like baseball and all that. Right. And no response on that. But if I say, yo, I got you a slushy, thanks, Dad. Like now I'm Dad. Usually I'm Jeff. Like, but he been, I guess, hanging around some athletic dudes in that school. So we gonna see what, you know what I mean?
And it's all about the popularity. Like, whatever the other kids is doing, they follow.
Yeah, he making his way now.
So
he been there for almost a whole school year, so.
Yeah, they was making fun of my son. He was like, oh, you do gymnastics. I said, tell them next time you a front flip kick him in the dog. You know what I mean?
They don't know his family was the first male cheerleaders. Yeah. They don't know.
Oh, yeah.
They are the first male, like, they don't know. Like, my cousins was the first male cheerleaders. Like, they got this started.
Yeah, they had the motives, but they was up there.
Yeah, they had the motives, but still, like, listen, they don't know they was smart, you know?
They said, hold on, we ain't gonna hang with y'all, we going where they all at.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Extra closer to the ladies.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You already knew why they was up there, boy. Them dudes is funny.
Yeah, but then 7 make it to the Olympics, though, then my kid's gonna be like, I know him, yeah. You wouldn't make fun of him. I remember Cornelius Johnson used to, like, I think he used to swim at like a competition. So we all out there as kids. Shout out to Corny, man.
Yes.
Used to be a city council. We gonna get to all that.
Yes.
But I remember we used to go to the Latchmere swimming pool in the summertime out near, not the Pembroke one, but the one out further. And me and my brother got on the regular swimming trunks, and Corny out there with the Speedos on, like the long ones though, not the the long ones, but like they would like compression shorts.
Like biker shorts.
Yeah, like he's getting them laps in. Like me and my brother laughing, but like he was dope at it. Like now look at Michael Phelps. Like
Yeah.
So city council.
Yeah, let's segue into that.
How did this all come about? Honestly, I really wanted to run for judge. So, I was going over Marcia Stewart when I used to actually work for the Dauphin County District Judge.
Okay.
And when I seen that when Marcia Stewart was, her situation, she was, coming out of office, I was like, well, hey, I did my little research on it, and it was like you didn't have to go to school. They send you through 6 weeks of class, and all you have to do is pass the test. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So one of the office managers was like, I'll help you, get in. I helped McKnight get in. I'm like, okay, fine. I didn't live in I thought every so now and again they do it, wherever you live at, they changed
like a rezoning?
Yeah.
Got you.
So
they just did it again.
They just did it again. So before when I started, like right before.
It's the rezoning. I don't mean to cut you off.
It's like
they be like, we gotta shift them around. Hold on, we gotta
move the lines out.
Yeah, like they split them up.
But that's for each district though, right?
Yeah. So like McKnight and Judge O'Leary, they split. It stops from up at Reservoir Park, so it's like she has all of that area, and he takes over from like Reservoir Park, but like also like a side of State Street. It's like kind of weird. So I missed the cut, and it was like I was on McKnight's side, you know, so I couldn't run for that. But that's where my
so they want you to live in that district.
So where's that?
Like my district justice have to be in that district.
So who has Walnut now? Who has over that way?
Walnut, Judge O'Leary.
Oh, okay. So that's your area?
Well, what part of Walnut?
I mean, where Marshall Stewart used to be.
Well, I think the right side is McKnight, and then he has the rest of them.
Okay.
So it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like it's kind of like weird. So when I heard that I couldn't, you know, run because I wasn't in that district, McKnight was, I kind of like stepped back from it. So then my campaign manager, Gina Johnson, you know, was like, hey, you know, I think you got the voice for it. She's like, I want to talk to you. And I'm like, about what? She's just like, you know, they need somebody with your kind of mouth. Right. You know, like you want to speak up. You know, you ain't going to just be a yes man.
That's Toy's daughter.
Yeah.
That's Toy's daughter right there.
She's like, yeah, I got faith in you. I'm like, I don't know nothing about politics. Right. You know, she's just like,
but you
don't got to, but you know about your city. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, you know.
Yeah,
so then
it be people in office that don't know about our city.
Nothing. Like, you know, we have a lot of people that don't know about our city.
And some folks are getting a little older now too, so you know what I mean?
Right. So I never really thought about city council.
Right.
I always knew Corny, I knew Destiny, and Miss Wanda, of course, but I never really thought about, once again, that wasn't my era. I was strictly just thinking about Judge. So when she came to me, and I was just like, okay, cool. So I went home, and I was just talking to myself, actually, like, am I good for this? Like, should I do this?
Right.
So she hits me up again, like, hey, like, remember this conversation I was talking about? It's time. You want to do it? I'm like, yeah, I want to do it. But then I was like second guessing myself, like,
right, because we all do.
You know, 'cause I started hearing the bad stuff, like, oh, you gotta knock on doors, people's gonna be rude, you know, you ain't gonna get it, like, you know, just different things. I just was like, And then they was joking, like, you want to run for city council? Like, Bree, stop. And I'm like, well, that was my challenge right there. Like, I hate when people
it's always them people. I don't like that either.
You know,
I'm leery of them folks. Yeah.
So like, that was it. You know, one person was like, stop it. They just bust out laughing. So that was it right there. Right. Was my go-to. Like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Now, after I got my signatures, I'm out. Now I start liking it. Because now I'm vibing with people. Now they're asking me questions. Like, you know, the famous question is, why do you want to run for city council? And I'm like, well, why do I want to leave my city to go to North Carolina? That's where I want to go. When I can better my own city. You know, like, everybody got problems.
Right.
So, but I love Harrisburg.
Right.
I love it. I love Harrisburg. I don't see what's wrong with it. I don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about no tornado. You know, none of that.
That's the stuff I always think about whenever I'm like, I had enough, I want to bounce. It's my kids. I can't leave my kids. And then the weather. We blessed with no hurricanes, no tornadoes, no earthquakes. Like, we just get a bunch of snow and rain.
I always say, you'll get tired of wherever you go to. That's how it is.
The thing is that we have nothing to do, and that's what I want to change.
Right.
It's just nothing to do here. Honestly, my best friend from Philly came. We went to IUP together, and she was like, "We're the capital." And I'm like, "Huh?" She really came here and said that Philly's the capital. I said, "No, you're not."
Right.
You know, so I'm just like, wow, like she like, this is dry.
Yeah, some of them feel like that though.
But a lot of Philly people feel like they're the capital. I'm like, you got to do your homework. You know, I'm like, y'all not the capital.
She's like, well, in civics and social studies.
Like,
they know. They just feel that they better off.
This is true. But honestly, when you come here, look.
Yeah, but when you go here, it's like the same. Like, that's why I said, when you've been places, I'd be like, when I go to Philly, I'd be like,
yeah.
You know, so it's.
But it's more things to do.
Yeah, it's more to do. And it's not even so much nightlife. Right. It's just other stuff to do.
Right.
Like, if you had places to go during the daytime, things to do during the daytime, stuff like that. Like, it's not always about nighttime.
Right.
You know? So it's but I think a lot of it too has to do with the people. If people start doing more.
Support too. Yeah. You gotta show up.
I mean, I think they will if you're able to keep it open. Like if you're able to have things during the day, you can have a paint and sip during the daytime. People's going to come, pay for the building. If that's what you see what I'm saying? It's like it's what you choose to be in. If more people were entrepreneur like minds, it'll be a lot of stuff open. You have to. No one's taking risks. That's how I look at it. There's a lot of. You have people that take risks, and a lot of people take risks on the nightlife. You notice the shift of the crowd of people here. So now, like with the colleges, Penn State and all that stuff up there, you need downtown because there's kids coming here for college. You see what I'm saying? And that's who they're really targeting. They're not targeting the people that live in the city that are not college. Downtown's for college kids. You know what I mean? So it's like, outside of that, we have to come up with things like the comedy stuff, little different events. It can be painting. I don't care if it's poetry, whatever. Like it takes us to give things to do, but it's that risk of spending that money to. You know, you're gonna miss, but sometimes you just gotta keep going because it gets dry.
I remember Mark Madden first started. I know he's into the nightlife party promotion, but anybody that know Mark, I know when he first started, he had some flops.
Take a hit.
And then
absolutely.
Built up his following, built up his crowd. Boom, he's a hit. Whatever he goes, whatever he does. Yeah, you just gotta pay your dues, put in your work.
But I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
It's definitely different. So you said you got your signatures, you went door to door.
I went to the bars. Okay. I had to look at where I'm focusing on is my youth. My age. We're in the bars. Right. I'm sorry, needless to say. But, I went to the bars. I went to the schools. Wherever I seen, if I was running down, like I would reverse my car, like, hey, I need you. Come here real quick. At the car wash. I was getting my signature. I had my friends helping me out. I had family. So, I was actually...
Social media has to help, too, doesn't it?
Social media helps, absolutely. They're definitely supporting. They're backing me, especially my class of 2008. They're like 100% behind my back. Like, we all support each other. Right. We was definitely supporting Hanif Johnson. And, now they're just like, whatever you need, if I got to knock on doors, I'm willing to help. And I'm just like, much love. I didn't really think I was going to get so much love. But I'm happy about that.
Yeah. It's your time. It's our time. Like this generation, like now we all, your late 20s. I mean, a lot of us, others are 30 and above. Like, all right.
Yeah, and I just turned 21.
Yeah, Brent just started being able to go buy drinks. But
I'm out here.
But it's like, so it's like, in the city council, it's like, and I respect the older folks. I respect the president. I respect all that. But eventually, you do got to do a shift so you can cater to the people coming up. And one thing I want to ask you too is, like, did you reach out to Cornelius Johnson?
Absolutely.
Because he's down to earth.
We talked for like an hour.
Good.
And I was just, he extended the offer and he just was like, listen, call me anytime you need me. Like, I'm here for it. He told me the ropes and what I need to do and who I need to talk to, the meetings, and he told me that, everything basically, go knock out there and get your face out there. Do everything. He said he went and knocked on doors. Like that's where he spent a lot of his time at. And he said, just do basically my history. And he was like, I don't have to say yes to everything. If I don't agree, say I don't agree. He's like, and even if it's, on camera, say I don't, you don't agree about something. He was like, there was times where he had to read, and he was like, just, if you really gotta be in it. And he said, it's honestly, he actually liked it. It took a lot of time out.
Yeah, he would show up to everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Even if it's only for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, shake some hands.